Day one, video one of me trying to make my fucking drive home from work a little less boring. Never done it before. Never talked to a camera. Never done any of that shit. I'm gonna end up trying to post this to YouTube if the audio is not absolute garbage. And we'll see how it turns out, but I don't know if it'll ever actually get posted, but I'm not gonna call it a fucking vlog, but that's about what it is, I think, technically. It's the car cast, the podcast in the car on the way home. But I thought maybe this would make it more fun to drive home, and I'll just talk to the camera instead of just listening to the same songs over and over again in the same podcasts. But I kind of want to just make this to get a feel of what other people out there are thinking, because I don't think social media or anything like that's an accurate depiction of what's going on. Everything either seems great or horrible. You can't tell. I think it's alright. It doesn't seem that bad. Everything seems about how it's always seemed, but we'll see. I don't know. Goal, get one person besides me to watch this shit, and we'll see what they think. See if they'll leave a comment, an answer. But I just want to know what other people think of the state of the country, and I guess the general world. It seems crazy, but I mean, what do you do? Look at Twitter and be like, oh shit, everything's fucked up. I mean, that's all it ever seems like. Every social media is like that. I feel like it's just, Instagram is people making their life seem great. Twitter's, well, at least my Twitter's fucked. My ex is all fucked up. It's just people dying and shit, showing videos of them dying, and then maybe, I guess, crypto scammers, and then Facebook. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but I'm assuming it's not great either. But I just look around on my drive home, and I'm driving I live in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, and I drive an hour down to Columbus every day to work, because what I do for work, there isn't any work where I live, so I drive. And all I do is drive by these big fucking fancy houses. And I'm gonna figure out how to use the camera better, and I'm gonna get a mic too so the audio improves. But you can look out to my left right now, there's 8 giant houses that are all either being built or already built or brand new. And housing market is what it is, but I mean, these houses gotta be $800K to $1 million. And I don't know who the fuck is buying these houses, because it isn't anybody I know, unless they're like 60 plus. So I just don't know what's going on, because some places it looks great. Some places you go downtown in the city, in the bad areas, it's gonna be bad. Back for where I'm from is not, I wouldn't say it's poor, but it's a pretty solid mix, where you got really poor people living right next to people that are like legit millionaires. So I don't know how that works, but it's from a small city, and like I said, in the middle of nowhere, Ohio. So I don't know, but I'm a 25-year-old dude. I make good money for where I'm at anyway. I gotta drive, like I said, all the way down here, but it's whatever. I got a wife. Me and my wife are looking to buy a house. We got our first baby on the way, so we're trying to look for a house to buy. This shit is crazy. You can't afford it for the most part unless you save for years on end. And honestly, if I had to give myself a rating, I'd say I'm doing better than most saving money and shit. So I want to hear it from people that are either doing better or worse, and just hear what's going on. Because I talk to people, friends and family. Not how much money they make, obviously, because nobody wants to talk about that. I've never understood that. I don't give a shit. I'll talk about how much money I make. I feel like if anything, it helps everybody, but who cares? But it's like, everything seems to be so expensive, but yet everybody buys all of it. So I don't know if they're just maxed out on their credit cards, maxed out on loans, just leveraged to the hilt on all their shit, or what's going on. But it seems like everybody's maxed out, and I don't know. my grocery bills are fucking $800 a month for 2 people. And it's like, dude, how the fuck are you guys paying for everything if the groceries are $800 a month? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. But I'd like to figure out, I don't know how to do it yet, but I'm going to see if I can put little polls underneath. I'm assuming you can put polls somewhere in the YouTube videos. I know you can put them in the feed. I'm going to see if I can put it underneath. And just each video, I'm going to try to make one a day just because like I said, I'm driving home. I ain't got shit going on for an hour. Podcast, music. I'll try to do this for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, see what's going on until I run out of shit to talk about. It's normally a strength of mine. I'll fucking run my mouth all day if I have somebody to talk to, but just talking to myself, I don't know about if I can do that or not. But I'm driving by a house right now. This house sold for like $900,000 a couple months ago. They listed it for like $1.4 million. Because like I said, I'm looking for a house, so I'm scoping out the Zillow and all that shit like that. Who is buying that house? I'm in an area, now I've left where I work. I work down out of a suburb in Columbus where there's money. People got money down there for sure. But on the way home, it just gets poorer and poorer. Coming up the fucking interstate, up 71. Back where I live is like the average household income for the county is like, or was like 45 grand, at least a couple years ago. So maybe it's 55 now with inflation and everything that's happened. Prices going up, people getting paid more probably. So 55,000 for 2 people in a household. I know that takes into account probably single parents and shit like that, but whatever. 55,000. One car costs 55,000. You buy a brand new car, which I don't advise. Don't do that. Buying a brand new car, I don't know. I got coworkers. Coworker just bought a brand new car the other day. Don't do it. I don't think it's worth it. Just buy the used car. I'm driving the good old Honda Accord right here, 2006. Bought this thing for $5 grand, and I'm gonna drive it till the fucking wheels fall off. Because I don't want to buy a new car. I could, I guess, in theory, but what do you get? Big depreciation hit. Nothing. So I don't know. So that's on the money front. I just don't know what the fuck's happening. It seems like everywhere I turn, somehow people are all broke, but also making, and you got motherfuckers like this pulling right out in front of you. I'm gonna figure out how to film both ways so then I can actively comment on the fucking way people drive around here. But you got people buying brand new cars, brand new trucks, fucking $80,000, $90,000 truck. Who the fuck, how are you buying an $80,000 truck if the average income is fucking 60 grand? Average car payment is like $700 a month or something right now. $800 a month. Not even insurance, no gas, no nothing. How the fuck are you guys, how is it happening? I don't understand. And I want that to be the main focus, I feel like, of this stuff on the way home. I'd like to figure out if I can talk to somebody like on Discord or something and record it, but I'm filming this shit on an iPhone. It's fucking hung under my camera. And I'll figure out the mic situation, hopefully get the audio going, or figure out a way to filter out the road noise, because I know the road noise on this car be bad, because I don't know if it's the ball joints or what, but this should be making a lot of noise. But I'd like it to be on the money front, because that's what interests me the most. And I'd like to, honestly, I feel like younger people, like I'm not super young anymore. I feel like 25 isn't like crazy young. If you're like 22, I mean, there's a lot of people I know that don't know this shit, don't know anything about money, don't know anything about investing, don't know anything about retirement, don't know anything about fucking HSA, health insurance and shit like that, don't even know anything about their rent, how much your bills actually cost once they get out of high school, go to college, whatever. But I feel like that's probably the most important thing to learn, because once you get that figured out, everything's a little bit smoother to sail, you know what I mean? But I'd like that to be the main focus. And then the other thing is, like, I watch ungodly amounts of YouTube. I'm talking 8 to 10 hours a day, because like I said, I'm working at my job. I chill at a desk. I'm sitting at the desk doing computer work, got one AirPod in, listening to whatever comedy bullshit or finance stuff for the most part, but I'm listening to something. And it's like, most of the people that do the financial stuff is like, I've been watching, what's his name, Caleb Hammer, a lot, and it's like these people are fucking awful with their money. And it's like, I wonder if that's the average, like if they are roughly around the average, or they're like way below average. Because I have a feeling they're right about average, because I feel like people just max out whatever money they got is just gone as soon as it hits the account, and they're chilling. And it's like, as far as I know and what I do, I don't do it that way, and I feel like that's the move, because it's just makes life less stressful. I've witnessed people obviously be maxed out on their money and have no money left. I grew up like that the whole time. My mom, I got 3 siblings. I'm one of 4 kids. And it's like my mom was there by her fucking self and strapped for money the whole time. Child support or not, didn't matter. Still not enough money to raise 4 kids. She's making like fucking 30 grand maybe or something like that total after everything. I think when I'd fill out my college fucking papers and shit, it'd be like her income was like $12,000. And it's like, I see and hear people, I think the stats something crazy, like people making over 100K, like 50% of them live paycheck to paycheck, something like that. I gotta figure out a way to do that too. I gotta learn how to edit, and I'll just not make up shit completely, and maybe I'll be able to throw up graphics or something, toss in a little headline here or there to be like, I'm not completely bullshitting, but that'd be the ideal. But it's like, how can somebody make that little money and afford it? I mean, my life was honestly pretty great. I don't know. It didn't seem too crazy. I didn't know anything about money till I hit college. Had to pay for it myself, obviously, because I ain't getting no help from parents or anything like that. So you got to figure out the money side. Take some student loans out. I rocked with that. Wouldn't have done that if I knew better, but I didn't. Or if I knew how to get away from it, get a little summer job or something. But it's like, I feel like at this point I'd have enough experience with it to be able to offer some advice. So I'd like to start this shit, and it's like half advice, but half I just want to hear what's going on, because I think it'd be interesting. Obviously there's like way down the road, if we could get some people to watch and check out the videos, honestly, like a comment, anything, just say something, just see what's going on, where you're at, what's going on. It's like, I don't know, Ohio is, I'd say middle of the road. It's not East Coast, West Coast, where these people are making fucking crazy money, and it's not like West Virginia, where there's no jobs and no money either. So it's like, I'd say it's pretty median. So I'd like to hear what's going on. I don't know what I'm really fucking asking for, to be honest, but it's like, just say something. Does it seem crazy to everybody else, or am I just tripping? I mean, I've started getting into this stuff, like I said. I just watch so much YouTube that it's like I'm bound to stumble over some of this stuff, and it's piqued my interest a little bit, financial side of things. But it just seems crazy out here. I don't know. Maybe you guys leave a comment. I'm gonna make another one of these tomorrow. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to structure them a little bit. Honestly, I'm gonna try to tip into, I don't know, political shit too. I feel like is interesting, because I listen to a lot of political shit too, just because it's something to listen to. It's kind of, honestly, political shit somehow the most boring shit in the world, but also the most interesting, just because it's so fucking crazy. And honestly, I feel like most of it doesn't impact your daily life, but it's still interesting to listen to. So most finance fucking, this ain't fucking Graham Stephan or nothing, you know, financial YouTuber obviously or nothing, but they don't talk political stuff because I guess people don't like it. But I'm fucking driving home from work, so I don't really care if they like it or not. We'll see if anybody does, see how many people watch. If you don't want to talk, if you don't want to hear anything political, fucking say something about it, I guess. But I'm gonna still do it anyway, because I might be the only one watching this shit. Maybe I'll just have a video for reference when I have my kids and be like, look, this is what was going on. This was the state back in 2024. So yeah, leave a comment, let me know. You doing better than most or worse than most? Your peers, you outperforming or underperforming? See what it says. See if we can get one person to watch. Well, I'll catch y'all tomorrow.